Okay, well, happy Tuesday, everyone. It's so good to meet together here and see your faces. I love coming together on Tuesdays. I love that we do this weekly because we are all just out there trying to make a difference, and we get to work from our phones. We get to work from wherever we are, and that is such a blessing. It's also such a blessing to have a team that is there cheering you on and working together behind the scenes, because we're all just sharing the goodness, that is this concentrated nutrition in this really simple way. And for those of you I don't know, I'm Tori. I am a national marketing director or marketing director on this amazing Legacy Peak team. I'm so grateful for those of you I get to lock arms with. And really, I have had within the last 24 hours a couple of messages that totally brought me back to why we do this. And both of those messages were pertaining to people that someone that had her son just got diagnosed with cancer, her little boy. And the other one was a sweet friend of mine whose sister had her cancer come back. And I was just sharing in the midst of my busy morning, I was just sharing that talk called the AEIOUs of Striding Through Cancer by Michaela Peterson. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, like who am I that I get to be connected with such an amazing community and have such amazing, I didn't create that amazing resource, but yet I have it at my fingertips to be able to share with these people that are walking through a devastating time. And so it really just continues to remind me of the importance of not only locking arms with the people that are hurting and walking through those devastating times, but also to continue to go out and plant these seeds of prevention, because we don't know who's next to get that diagnosis or get that call. And it's the work we do is just so important. So I know we're in a huge time of transition, and I'm going to at least just play this one message that was really encouraging for me. And I think it will just kind of summarize where we're all at right now with this transition we're in. I just want you to also remember, though, that the message is still the same and the goodness we have to share is still the same. We're just going through a time of transition.
Okay, Allie's here. I'm supposed to go to lunch with her. All right.
Okay, Mom. I'm going to mute you. That's okay. Have a great lunch.
Sorry.
Allie, go give her some love. She's 41 and 2 weeks pregnant. And Jess, I know you. Jess, what officially are you? We've got some vine ripened babies. So we got to highlight that.
I'm here.
Be praying for mamas.
I'm 40 weeks in 2, so.
Yay! Listen, those babies know what they're doing. They are getting vine ripened, and they're like, we are going to come out when we're ready.
Yeah.
I love it. So we'll be praying for you, Jess, and for Allie.
Thank you.
Yes. So that's a really exciting thing going on, planting seeds of prevention. And I am going to, let's see, I just started this message I want to play for you guys. Okay, this is a message by Catherine Lee. She is amazing. She runs this whole Hope Home. Talk about why not only does she, is she an original mama on a mission sharing nutrition, but she has this, what she does with just the impact that she makes, not only to gift nutrition, but then to give back and have this whole Hope Home that takes in these women that have been in devastating situations. Gosh, I just love every time I see a message from her, I just want to soak it all up. So here is a message from Catherine Lee I'm going to play, and I hope you guys see why.
From that. Good morning, everyone. Just a little different kind of a message this morning, because like many of you, I am struggling with the changes because, let's face it, as human beings, we don't like change, and change is hard, but also when change creates chaos, which we have certainly dealt with some chaos. We've dealt with a lot of beauty and order as well, but our brain doesn't like chaos, so it wants closure. And we are not in control of the closure, so that makes it extra hard on our brains. And yet, I just wanted to acknowledge that and say, we're in the messy middle. Try to say that 10 times fast. We're in the messy middle that the brain hates, because the brain wants closure. It hates a threat. It wants control. And so some of the, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, this morning I was feeling it at 8, because I had a customer that had a challenge and I can't figure out how to figure it out. And yet I know the company is figuring things out. So I have to look at, if you go back to the circle of control versus circle of influence versus circle of concern. So in the middle is our circle of control. What are the things we can control? The outer circle, just from that's a little bit bigger, the things that we can have influence on. But we can't control them, but we can have influence, like our attitude with our customers and our attitude with our partners. We can have influence. We can't control their attitude, but we can influence them by having a positive attitude, by being empathetic, that we know it's hard, and by assuring them that the company is on it and pouring all resources and working so hard, and it is going to get fixed, right? So we can influence outcome by our attitude, which is in the circle of control, which we can control. And then on the outer circle, right, is our circle of concern. And these are things that, for me personally, those are the things I pray about. I'm praying for the team at corporate, them using all their gifts and talents in their circle of control to do their things. So I'm concerned about them, but those are things I have no influence or,
Okay, so she has a part 2 that I can go ahead and share. Again, I know we shared it once before, but I really don't know. I feel like that's all we really need to hear today. I really don't know hey, you don't need to do the trash bag right now. Okay. I'm looking at your adorable pregnant belly, Jess, and I'm like, that is like the perfect message just for you, trusting and waiting. This is the perfect message for me. Like, I cannot control everything, happening in all the dynamics in my household with my 6 children, but I can influence them today. And we can go out and do the same, with our business, with our Juice Plus mission. So I loved that. And I think that that's just a great thing to keep in the forefront. Just that reminder. She always has the most articulate, amazing way of saying things. So I couldn't say it any better than that. All right. I want Carrie to jump on, because she just in our leader chat shared about a movie, and I just want to jump back to the why and give you guys a little belief building that's coming from this whole external outside of our Juice Plus world, just knowing that the world is screaming our story, and that what we have is by far the most simple, most powerful, and most proven thing that we could do for ourselves and then go share with the world. So Carrie, can you tell us a little bit about that movie?
Yeah. But I want to jump back to Catherine's message real quick. I heard that last week when I was probably a 8, 9, or 10, because everybody was coming at me individually. I know you guys have all had the same thing. And I was feeling inadequate, right, as a leader, and thinking, I don't have the answers. I don't know everything. I don't know what to tell them. And it was like giving me such anxiety. So after I heard her message, I was like, okay, what can I control, right? What do I have influence over? What can I trust, and what can I pass along? So we're going to repost those messages as many times as you need to go listen to them. Please do, because we are in the messy middle, and I do know it's going to get better, but do lift our home team up. Can you imagine how tired we are? And I just know that they're doing so much for us. So anyway, thank you for sharing that, Tori. They wanted me to recap Catherine's message, and I was like, I can't recap Catherine. You just have to play Catherine. Nobody can recap Catherine. Okay, so Last week I had a sourdough event at my house. Julie Muse came. We had like a group of her team and my team together and some new guests here. And, Julie is just so fabulous. She's done so many sourdough events and she has gotten to an expertise level, right? When you do the event, right? I'm sure Julie wasn't like she was at my house last week, the first time she did the sourdough event. Okay. But as she has done them, I think she said she's done like 50, okay, at least. That's a lot of hours. That is a lot of experience and, her going and like looking up statistics about gut health. And anyway, she was so fabulous. And I just want to encourage you that if sourdough is not your thing, it's fine. But what is your thing, and get good at that event and know that you're not going to be really, really awesome the first time. But if you lock into something, you will be. Anyway, so she shared so many cool things. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, how does Julie know all this? Well, she knows it because she's been looking it up and she's been regurgitating it. And everybody just had a fabulous time there, loved their sourdough. Well, last night I was at my daughter's house holding my brand new grandbaby who is vine ripen juice plus. Well, he had to come a little early, so he didn't get to exactly vine ripen, but thank goodness she had the juice plus in her this whole time, like since she was 12 years old, right? And so I was holding him, they were sleeping, and I just was flipping through documentaries because I was like, I want to watch something while I'm sitting here just soaking up this baby love. And I came across this documentary called Hack Your Health, The Secrets of Your Gut. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my show. And so I just started watching it, and it was like our sourdough event come to life. It was like every Juice Plus research come to life. It was just sharing our story. It's like Tori said, when I started this 20 years ago, we used to say the media is telling our story, and they are, but now they are screaming our story. I mean, it is undeniable. And this, so I am going to encourage you to go watch this, Hack Your Health, The Secrets of Your Gut. I think it would be a great thing to do like a movie night around. It wasn't too long. I don't know how long it was, but it says delve into the digestive system with this lighthearted and informative documentary that demystifies the role of gut health and how it plays in our overall well-being. And what they said was gut health, and we know this, we've heard this, gut health is the systemic root of everything going on inside of us. And so what I loved is that, they talk about the, not only it's like ABCs, she said, ABCs, always count, always be counting, always be counting, always be counting your fiber, always be counting your variety. And so they said that Americans say that we should get about 25 to 40 grams of fiber a day. We actually get about, I think they said around 13 or something like that. But really, the standard is 50 grams a day. It's kind of like, the more matters, because they knew we weren't getting enough. And so 50 grams is what they were saying. And I was thinking, how hard is that? Plus, not only what you eat, but the variety of what you eat. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you, Juice Plus. Thank you for the variety that there is. Just, it's so impossible to get, I believe. And how it populates, and in our industrialized world, how we're so depleted. So go feed your good guys and tell everybody about this movie, because you can just directly link it and have that conversation afterwards to Juice Plus. It's amazing. Anyway.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. So good. And it's just such a good reminder too, that we don't have to be the expert. I was just taking my daughter to speech therapy this morning. She's working on retraining her tongue a little bit for her R sounds. And Her sweet teacher it's been on my heart to share with her, but this is someone brand new, and this is something brand new that we're doing. And she just was like, I was going to have a walk date with her tomorrow and just get to know her even more. And she was like, my kids are sick and I am exhausted. And I mean, it was just, again, a reminder. Okay, I get to share this and I don't have to be the expert. That's the best news ever, because I had 2 babies in the car and I was just kind of like a hot mess myself, but I was like, oh my gosh, but life is hard enough when we are feeling amazing, right? There's a lot going on even when we feel good. So to me, the fact that I get to have this nutrition and I get to, again, don't have to be the expert, get to point people, get to share this movie with her. I mean, maybe if I just say, hey, just you can snuggle in tonight and watch a movie night. But what a good idea to build an event around that as well. We don't have to be the expert. We have so many amazing things at our fingertips to get to share. And we're just the connectors. We just get to connect people with these amazing resources. Like, I was not prepared to have a cancer conversation this morning, but how amazing that I had Michaela Peterson at my fingertips that I could just say, hey, this is an amazing resource. I'm going to be praying it blesses you. So, okay. Thank you so much, Carrie. I am going to see if Adrienne wants to jump on, because the why takes us right into why we do what we do, takes us right into, okay, what do we actually say? And I know that Adrienne loved one of our keynote speakers in Phoenix. That is exactly what his whole topic is what do I say? So I know we have an amazing resource to share. But Adrienne, I'd love for you to share what stood out to you about Bill.
Bill Jones, yes.
Jones.
So I want to start with, I just got back from Chicago last night. And my first day there, I have a 3-year-old granddaughter there, and she wanted me to help her go to the bathroom. And she said, I have to whisper something to you, Mimi. And I said, what? And she goes, I always win. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was thinking about her words all the way home, all her one-liners. And I was thinking about, when Emily asked me to talk today, the magic of words. Like, how do we win in this sharing this business? How do we win helping people with their health? How do we have that 3-year-old mentality that you got the world by the tail, right? So I thought about some of the things, the magic of words, knowing exactly what to say. He talked a lot about that, our subconscious brain, and to really ask questions and to get to know people, replacing I with you, really peeling back their layers. You were talking about your daughter's teacher, who's got all these, everybody has something, everybody has a reason why. When Emily came to me with this product 10 years ago, no idea how the nutrition was going to help my health, but also my wealth and my, the community. There's so many things. So just trying to focus on what some of the things he said. The most important person, and when you're talking to people, is them, right? And the people in their life, their children, their parents, their loved ones. So replacing I's with you's, swapping that out, and really trying to get to know people and peel back their layers. I think that was a real big takeaway for me, because I do talk to people all the time, but I need to be more, I guess, to win as a business person, being more open and offering the business and letting people know, like you said, peeling back their layers, getting to know them, and let it unfold, and listening. Yeah, that was the other thing he talked about. Not for being silent, so that you can hear the words that they have to say. So having conversations and just really getting to know people, and then you can let them know that you're listening by giving them your feedback. And yeah, so the magic of words was really what stuck out with me. Things that we want in our business that are just an ask away. So that was the other thing. Our direct success is correlated to the number of asks that we ask. If we don't ask. So
yeah, he had a whole list of like
not one-liners, but there's this boards page that someone created, or boards page that I'll pop into the chat so you guys can save it to your phone. It's a really good resource. He has a book called Exactly What to Say that I think maybe Janet Peistrup was wanting to read with, if anyone else wants to join her. I know she couldn't be on today, but this board has just a bunch of like bullet points of like questions that we could implement in our business when we're out there having conversations with people. And I'm reading through these questions and I'm like, oh, Carrie Brummett is so good at so many of these. Like, tell me more about, XYZ. And I'm just reading these. I'm like, oh, Carrie said that to me. How would it feel if this decision led to your promotion? Or, there's the whole board of this. So I'm going to pop this in the chat. But I think when you said like being able to listen, like if you ask good questions, you'll get good answers. So you have to, I think what he does is he equips us with good questions. And then what I got from the talk was that he teaches us to then listen so that we can ask another good question. So asking good questions so you can get good answers.
That is so good. Wow. Yeah, I think that's a big thing to just really practice and get good at. I mean, my whole thought of walking with Elizabeth's speech teacher was like, I just want to ask her questions and listen the whole walk, instead of feeling like I have to go ready to say exactly what I'm going to say to her. No, it's just like I get to go, I get to walk with her, I get to listen to her, and that's what I try to do in the little stolen moments of when I pick her up and drop her off. I get to say, okay, how's it going? Are we still going to walk or whatever? So it's just encouraging to know, like, once again, you don't have to like try to be the expert that has this really formulated thing to say to people. You just get to talk to them and listen to them and ask them good questions and connect them. So thanks for sharing that resource, Emily. All right. I know we have just a few minutes left, and Emily, I would love to have you wrap up with the just the little digital kind of update we talked about yesterday. And I know moving forward, there is an awesome incentive to finish out the year with, or moving into the next conference. So I know that that's something I really wanted to highlight last week, but we didn't get to. So I'm going to highlight that for us.
Yeah, for sure. Carrie, do you want me to say the 2 times, or do you want to say that at the end if I pass it to you?
No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and maybe just reminder of October 5th, 4th and 5th, and then the other 2.
Yeah, October 4th and 5th is sold out unless we're able to change that.
This is cool.
Oh, the 5th is sold out as well?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Well, if you didn't get your tickets to October 4th and 5th, then get on a standby list, get on somebody's standby list, reach out to your NMD and say if you have any tickets left, because it's sold out because people are hungry for this information. So, and then we will be getting more events on the calendar, but go have an event. People are hungry.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of digital transformation, and I'm just going to recap 2 things here at the end of the call is Carrie and I have been getting on Zoom just to answer questions and walk through the basics. Even though the resources are out there, it's just good to come on and get your questions answered if you have anything specific. And if anything, it leaves you feeling a little bit more like, okay, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. And then it's just take it one step at a time. So we are going to be on Wednesday at 7:30 and then Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I will put the image out on Voxer. So if you guys want to hop on, or if you have any team members that want to hop on, they can join us. Because we're going to show you how to build a cart and how to set up your customer account and what that means. And I'm just finding that we're repeating a lot of the same things. So we just want to make sure you guys are on the same page as us. A lot of these changes have taken place just because of like regulations, and there's no good time to update a massive legacy system. So we're just going to get through it. We're going to learn together, and it's going to be so much better on the other side of it. So that being said, let's end with like, okay, how can we go get back into income producing activity? I know for me, I'm like, all right, I've done my best to set up my customers, to set up my partners, but I want to make sure I'm moving the needle forward in my business. And the company put out an incredible incentive, which is on Campbell team under news and incentives.
And it's this 3-1. You may have received an email about it, but I am so excited just how simple it is. It's this whole idea that you add 3 new customers and 1 new partner, and that 1 new partner must have a new order. There's some FAQs here, terms and conditions. So if you read through this, my mom and I read through it this morning. It's 3 brand new people that have never ordered Juice Plus, that have never had a Juice Plus order. So a little bit different than in the past where it's just like 3 new orders. This is 3 brand new customers. So definitely going to get us out of our comfort zone with starting new conversations. And I think along the way, we might find ourselves placing orders for other people as well. But it is enroll 3 new customers and 1 new partner with a new recurring order in the calendar month to qualify for the rewards listed above, which I'll show you. Each new partner that you enroll must have a new recurring order to meet the requirement of this incentive. A recurring order is an order that automatically bills and ships every 4 months. So I believe if you just do like a one-time Luminate order, that counts towards your 3 orders, I think, but the new partner must have a new recurring order. New recurring orders must be placed and processed in the calendar month to count for that month. Orders can be of any dollar value as long as it is a new recurring order. So maybe your 3 customers have to be new recurring as well. I guess now with the new website, you can actually have a Luminate that's recurring. In the old website, you could just do one-time Luminate orders, but I think now you can have repeat, which is nice. Previously canceled customers who place a new order do not count. So that's kind of new. In the past, maybe they would have allowed that. Customers assigned via the leads program do not count. So anyways, this just goes through what counts, what doesn't count. But let me show you the exciting part. Is the company is just doing so much fun things. You guys, this is what we should be doing anyways in our business. And now they're like just dangling some fun carrots at us to go do these things. So if you do this 3-1, help, enroll 3 new customers and 1 new partner with a new recurring order between September 1st and February 28th, you can earn up to over $1,000 in cash and prizes. So if you do this, in September is the first month you can qualify for this. If you do this for 1 month, you'll earn $50 cash each month. Qualified 2 or more months receive 1 month reward plus a fun mystery prize, which they're going to announce at the beginning of the month so that you have time to achieve the goal and win the prize. So October next month will be the first month that they'll have a mystery on top of the $50. So I'm excited to see what that is. And then 3 months, you'll receive a total of $200 in cash plus a mystery prize, and then qualify for all 6 months, and you can add a total of $350 cash, a personalized swag bag, and special conference recognition in San Diego. So this is just a fun way. I mean, everyone, whether you do this business super part-time or you really want, if you're in a season of like, I want to add to my Juice Plus paycheck and help more people and get into more conversations, this is a fun way to just challenge yourself to go help 3 brand new people order Juice Plus and help 1 partner. You don't even have to help them get them to Partner Plus, but of course we want to get them to Partner Plus. That's how we give them a really good paycheck experience right off the bat. But if for some crazy reason they're not ready for Partner Plus, or maybe they don't do it in the first 30 days, really this incentive is just signing up a new partner with a new recurring order. But I'm going to challenge you to help that person do Partner Plus, because I just came off doing the U+2 incentive and helping these new Partner Pluses. They're excited. Everyone feels good about getting a win underneath their belt. If you can hit Partner Plus, you can do any other promotion in this business, and everything is built off the Partner Pluses. So I have no idea what these mystery prizes are going to be. You guys will find out in October, but take advantage. We have plenty of time between now and the end of the month. I know my mom and I have challenged each other too. She has a really strong lead for a partner. I don't have any strong leads, but I'm going to go get into conversations today to see who can join my team. And I'm going to challenge all of us to go do this 3-1. And guess what? You lose out on nothing by at least trying and going and getting in conversations. Shoot for the stars and land on the moon, right? So I'm excited about it. I think it's so simple. It's like Wendy teaches a 5-1-1. Like this is even more simplified than that. It's a 3-1. Everyone can do it. So I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. And, oh, my mom said.
Well, I said it, but that kind of goes
Oh,
with
yeah.
3+1.
Your direct success is correlated to the number of asks that you ask. So how many conversations can we go get into? And most people are not going to join your team unless you ask them, unless you invite them. And you got to plant the seed. Maybe they say no this month, but next month they're ready or whatever. So I'm excited about the 3-1. I was like up until midnight last night, like reading through it because I didn't have time at conference with Olivia. And I was like, wait, this is so simple. This is so exciting. All of us can go do it. And I just think we need to blow this out of the water. We all should have our swag bags in San Diego, walking the stage for 3-1. That's all. That's all. Olivia's sleeping. I have some brain power.
Mic drop. That was amazing. Thank you. There's your why, there's your what to say, and there is your whole, like, you don't have control over all of it, but you can be influential today. And then you got to focus on what to do with the 3+1. So that was awesome.